Hello, my name is Jacob Hagenbush, and this is the presentation of Rhetorical Analysis of New Media. The company that I decided to go ahead and work with is FedEx, and here we go. Just a brief history of FedEx. We began operations in 1973. It was founded by Frederick Smith, who is still the current president and CEO. On April 17, 1973, 14 small aircrafts departed from Memphis and delivered overnight 186 packages in 25 U.S. cities. Some of those cities included Rochester, New York, and even Miami, Florida. International deliveries began in 1988, and by 1989, FedEx was able to deliver to over 21 countries. 1994 adopted the name FedEx as its official brand. Previously, it was called just FedEx Express. FedEx now has nearly 10 subsidiary groups, including FedEx Express, FedEx Ground, FedEx Office, FedEx Services, and more. So what does FedEx do? FedEx Express, Ground, and Freight all deliver packages to businesses and residences. They also offer convenient pickup and drop-off locations such as Walgreens, Dollar General, and FedEx Kinko's to offer some flexibility to their consumers, which is pretty big. Dollar General was actually one that they just came into agreement with in the summer of 2019. And by the end of 2020, they were going to be able to drop off packages for consumers to pick up to over 8,000 locations, and that's over half of Dollar General stores all in total. So that was pretty big. And it also helps save the company some money as well. Instead of driving out to the same location over and over, if that package needs a signature for whatever reason, they're able just to get that package to Walgreens or one of those locations for the customer to pick it up later. FedEx Kinko's offers the flexibility and ability to ship packages as well as hold packages for you to pick up at your convenience. They also do a lot of printing solutions that can fit your corporate needs, like brochures, posters, anything of that nature. FedEx Services and Logistics. Those two pertain to the home office there in Memphis, Tennessee, where you will find like the marketing department, accounting, finance, e-commerce, customer support, and other departments like that. So here is the headquarters there in Memphis, Tennessee. This was just built in 2008. As you can see, that's a pretty nice building, but this is the FedEx World headquarters. So FedEx and social media. Here is their Twitter account. They did sign up for Twitter in 2010. They've got 281,000 followers. Here on the left part of the slide is FedEx actually shipping a bunch of medical supplies. They've got water treatment supplies, hygiene kits that are going out to the Bahamas after Hurricane Dorian had come through. That was just this past September. On another post there, which was not too long ago, either September 24th, we actually do deliver live animals at FedEx, and this was one of the FedEx animals that they had delivered there at the Brookfield Zoo. Another bit of activity that happens on their Twitter page. They do air and ground players of the week. So they do quarterbacks and running backs, just more and more social media activity that helps keep them in front of customers. Onto their Facebook page, very similar posts. I decided to pull up a few different ones. They do have a NASCAR sponsored driver here on the left that they do post quite a bit about on their Twitter as well. And then here on the right is a post that's been reposted from FedEx Europe. That FedEx is going to be partnering with BBC on a new TV series. Made on Earth will explore the world's trading networks, which help businesses reach billions of customers across the globe. Coming up this fall, which is very interesting because FedEx is trying to really get into the e-commerce department and expand globally at the moment. So hopefully that will help with their marketing there. On their LinkedIn page, obviously they're going to have a little bit more of a professional approach for this social media outlet. They've got mostly a lot of career and professional achievements, Hispanic Heritage Month, and they've got National Black MBA Association Scale Up Pitch Challenges, and they've got the president and COO of FedEx Express there with them. as well to enjoy that opportunity. So FedEx and social media in general, FedEx makes regular posts on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Through the Twitter and Facebook accounts, they did celebrate International Dog Day, World Smile Day with pictures to create a more personal perspective. They did have pictures on their Twitter for the Dog Day that the dogs were up in the FedEx trucks and couriers were posing on the porches with the dogs. Just consistent activity that kept them on top of their page. Through LinkedIn account, they always took a more professional approach, posting career and achievement type of posts. Each social media venue they utilize is very active. They post something almost every day, and it's used by not only FedEx themselves, but there's a lot of customer interaction on there as well. Their strategy on social media is always to stay in front of the customer through posts, and are able to use that platform for customers to help express some of their concerns or issues, or even just to give some praise as well. So Frederick Smith in the press, one of the most recent issues that's been happening with FedEx is that their profits, earnings per share have all been declining. So during this recent summer 2019, FedEx chose not to renew their contract to deliver Amazon packages. And their plan was to expand their global e-commerce business. They are essentially going to try and double their volume after the Amazon packages will not be intact. They're going to try and double the volume that they have presently by 2026. But even more currently, over the last few years, profits for FedEx have fallen, with a large portion of their profits coming from China that are currently being challenged from the U.S. and China trade disputes. On September 17th, Frederick Smith, the president CEO of FedEx, issued a statement about the continuing decline of financial performance of FedEx when they reported their first quarter earnings. He quoted, "Our performance continues to be negatively impacted by a weakening global macro environment driven by increasing trade tensions and policy uncertainty." And he also mentioned later in that post that he wasn't putting blame on just the U.S. and China trade disputes, but it was in fact challenging our ability because a lot of our business does come overseas and comes from China. FedEx uses different forms of media. Obviously, they use their social media more as a platform to show more of a personal side of their employees with the International Dog Day photos. It was World Smile Day as well, kind of recently. They use their social media to also promote their sponsored NASCAR team, NFL Players of the Week. With the downward trend of their stocks and profits, though, FedEx does not use their social media platform to address any of those issues. They issue statements with their quarterly performances about their decline, and in addition, they also use statements about their long-term plan of growing their e-commerce business globally and doubling their volume by 2026. Here's my resources, my Works Cited page, and thank you for your time.